Hello everyone. Today I will tell you about a movie where a guy lived a boring life, but one day he discovered a new ability to stop time, and it's a movie called Cashback.
Well, imagine, as I do, that with the world on pause, it becomes very easy to understand the concept of beauty, to have it frozen in front of you.
Ben recently broke up with his girlfriend. Susie was so furious that she even threw a cup in Ben's face. Ben, in turn, sees the world almost in slow motion. Time passes. Susie found herself a new boyfriend, but Ben is left alone. He has only one friend, Sean. He, like Ben, has big problems with girls. Ben encourages his friend, saying that there are a lot of girls in the world and one of them will definitely fall in love with him. After lunch, Ben attends drawing classes. The teacher asks him to draw an old man, but Ben is not eager to draw old people. He draws a portrait of a beautiful girl. The teacher comes up to Ben and hints that he is not doing the assignment. Upon returning home, Ben immerses himself in himself and thinks about life. Susie is constantly in front of his eyes. It turns out that Ben suggested that they break up since he was sure that he could not make her happy. The longing for Susie was too great, and he called her with an offer to return the relationship. However, Susie makes it clear that too much time has passed, and now she lives a different life. Ben sits on the bed and takes their photos together out of the nightstand. Wanting to let the girl go, he wants to burn the photos, but still puts the photos back in the nightstand. Ben begins to suffer from severe insomnia. Now he has 8 new hours of free time in his life, which he spends watching movies and reading books. One day he came to the store. Standing at the checkout, he realizes that the money is almost gone. He has to get a job at this store for the night shift. His boss's name is Jenkins. He hires Ben as a cleaner. By coincidence, Jenkins is the brother of the guy who is now dating Susie. Today, Ben goes to his first work shift. The cashier Sharon works with him. Being an artist, Ben sees beauty even in a scattered package of peas, because of which he just stands in front of it and does nothing. Jenkins comes up to him and reminds him that Ben should clean up and not look at the trash.
Are you going to clean them up or not?
After a while, Ben notices that there is something special about each person. The cashier Sharon does everything very slowly, and the more often she looks at her watch, the more it seems to her that time goes by longer. And in order not to see the watch, she covers it with a pack of crackers. Barry believes that he is incredibly popular because the video with his participation has collected many views. Well, Matt just loves bicycles. One day, Ben also got his own personal ability. Time completely stopped. Now no one bothers him to enjoy beauty, including the girls who came to the store. Ben got the idea to take off their excess clothes and draw the girls. When all the girls were in his drawings, Ben puts all the clothes back on so that no one would suspect anything. And before turning back the flow of time, he takes Jenkins and puts him in front of a flying can of milk. Jenkins thinks that Matt and Barry are playing a joke on him and immediately starts yelling at them. One day, Sean comes to Ben. He offers Ben to find a girl who will agree to spend time with them. But Ben is not interested, since he began to fall in love with Sharon. However, his reasoning is interrupted by Matt and Barry, who decided to play a joke on him. That day, their team increased by one person. Brian became a new cleaner who loves to practice kung fu. At the end of his shift, Ben notices a little dirt on Sharon and cleans up the crumbs. At that moment, Ben was finally convinced that he likes Sharon and he wants time to stop again in order to save this moment on a piece of paper. But he couldn't do it. The door was closed. Tomorrow, Matt says that he invited Sharon to the gallery and she agreed. Ben says nothing and leaves. A long time ago, there was a girl in Ben's class who broke her arm. When they took off her cast, there was a lot of hair on her arm and everyone started calling her a monkey. But not Ben. He saw that she was upset and supported the girl. After class, she offered to kiss, but Ben suggested waiting a little. The next day, he did not see her anymore because she moved to another city. Ben tells his friend about Sharon. Sean reminds that one date means nothing, and Ben can still make her fall in love with him. Tomorrow, Matt says that he spent time with Sharon, and he really liked her. Jenkins received a call from the owner of a neighboring store. They came up with the idea of arranging a football game. The players will be store employees. However, Jenkins was not warned that the opponents know how to play football. The boss assembles a team and asks them to score at least one goal. Matt kicks the ball with all his might, hitting the boss in the face. Ben is very tired, so he stops time and goes to get a drink of water. Suddenly, a man runs in front of him. This means that stopping time cannot stop him. One way or another, the football match ends. Ben offers Sharon to take her home, but before that, they go to a cafe and drink a cup of coffee. It turns out that Matt really did go on a date with her, but they broke up after watching a movie. All of Matt's stories were lies. She also has a dream of seeing the whole world. And before parting, Sharon kisses Ben. A new day begins. The boss will soon have a birthday, and he invites all the employees. Sharon wants her and Ben to come together and show that they have become a couple. Matt tries to invite Sharon on a date again, but she rudely replies that he has no chance. The boss calls Ben to his office and asks him to find a dancer for the party. Sean knows a place where Ben can find a girl and takes him to a bar where they carry out the task. Since that day, Ben uses his ability to stop time only for the sake of sketching Sharon. One day they kissed, and the ability disappeared. A man called Ben and introduced himself as an organizer of art exhibitions. He wants Ben to bring his best works, but in fact, it was Matt and Barry who decided to play a joke. Later in the evening, Ben and Sharon come to the boss's birthday party. Susie also came there. She teases the guy, saying that he has grown a lot and even found himself a new girlfriend. But their conversation is interrupted by a dancer who came. Sean recognizes her as an old acquaintance and offers to spend time together. Going out into the corridor, Ben bumps into Susie. She changed her mind and now wants to return their relationship. But now Ben refuses. Then Susie kisses him. Sharon saw this and thought that he chose another. Ben manages to stop time, but after 2 days, he still has not come up with what to say to him. Coming to her house, he tries to explain everything, but the girl closes the door. A day later, Ben comes to work, but does not notice Sharon because she quit. Then he takes his paintings and takes them to the exhibition, but he is told that he was being played a joke and no one was waiting for Ben. But since he has already come, the man looks at the paintings. He likes them and suggests making a separate exhibition. Sharon receives a letter inviting her to the exhibition. Sharon is amazed that all the paintings are dedicated to her. She understands that Ben loves her and decides to make peace. In the end, he tells about his ability, and together, they plunge into the world of Stop Time. This is where the film ends. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your comment. See you very soon. Bye.